When I watch airing dramas, I always like discussing them with people. As much as I enjoy hearing similar perspectives that validate my theories, I also appreciate hearing completely contradictory ones. But when I went online to check the reception of Phantom Lawyer, I was genuinely shocked. I got a lot of opinions that contradicted mine, but zero people that agreed with me. There was no one on this planet who thought like me. For a moment, I even wondered, am I watching the right drama? But let's start from the beginning. Phantom Lawyer follows Shinirang, a lawyer who is unemployed. There is no law firm willing to hire him, and it's all because of his father, a convicted corrupt prosecutor who passed away in a car accident. Every time Irang submits his resume, it gets rejected the moment people see his name. It's that bad. After constant rejection, he decides to take matter into his own hands and opens his own law firm. He finds a place for cheap, and of course, there is a catch. This place used to be a shaman's office. So the very first day after Irang has set the place up, he finds an incense stick in a drawer, lights it, and falls asleep. When he wakes up, he can see what others can't. Ghosts. And that's how Phantom Lawyer begins, with Shinirang taking on ghost clients and bringing them justice. Now, I will first start with what works because there are things that work really well. This drama is extremely entertaining and dangerously easy to binge. The cases have a very strong variety, including murder, kidnapping, and inheritance disputes. They are also very neatly wrapped up and easy to follow. Not all of them are groundbreaking, but they're consistently engaging. And for a 16 episode drama, it doesn't have lousy tropes or filler episodes. It is very well paced and keeps moving. But this is also where my problem begins, because a lot of the smoothness comes from how easy the format is. This is an episodic drama. Each week brings a new case, and each case wraps up within 1 or 2 episodes. So of course the pacing feels tight, of course it doesn't drag. The structure is doing most of the heavy lifting here. And on top of that, the drama gives itself even more freedom by having no niche. It's not like Trauma Code, which sticks to only trauma medical cases, or Oh My Ghost Clients, which focuses only on labor law. Here, Iran can take on literally anything as long as a ghost shows up. Plus, the drama also doesn't put in much effort into the main plot. Ghost seeing professionals is a very common trope in K-dramas. When I saw the tags for this drama, it said mystery, law, supernatural, comedy, which made me expect an eccentric, work-driven lawyer navigating cases with a mix of logic and humor. But that's not really what this drama is. At its core, it's about human relationships. The law, the mystery, the supernatural, they all exist more as tools to explore those relationships than as the main focus. Which is why for a drama with lawyer in its title, there is barely any law happening. There are hardly any courtroom scenes. Most of the time, Irang is just investigating, and even that is only possible because the ghosts are helping him. I genuinely have no idea how competent he is as a lawyer because we almost never see him actually do his job. And when we do, he's losing. Every single time. Until a ghost possesses him, creates chaos, and then the court gets adjourned. And somehow after that, we never come back to the court to deliver justice. It just says, here's the truth, the case is solved, justice has been served. Imagine it. Even for his father's case, we don't reach the court. Everything happens in the lobby of Tebek law firm. So at this point, I have to ask, is he even a good lawyer? No. I need to ask, is it even a legal drama? His profession feels almost irrelevant. He could have been a detective running a private investigation office and nothing about the story would change. If anything, it would make more sense because at least then we are seeing him doing his job. The writers also give themselves additional leeway by not addressing how Irang earns money, or how the Tebek Group's chairman so readily believes that Irang can see ghosts, or how the chairman ended up in jail over a recording that even Irang said was inadmissible evidence. I also was really upset with Yang Do-young's character arc. I genuinely was confused if he was a potential ally or a villain, because it did seem like they were setting him up for a grand redemption. But he just remained a huge good for nothing till the very end, which was disappointing. Now, with all of that said, this drama is entertaining. The emotional tone is very well balanced. It is touching but without making you feel dreary. There is a lot of charm in the storytelling. It's simple, emotional, funny. To describe it in a word, it is a very family-friendly entertainment. I don't think this drama targets a particular gender or age demographic because it doesn't need to. Literally anyone can watch this and enjoy it. It is a very convenient drama, but it is a good drama. Yeon-suk's performance deserves a lot of credit for making the humor work. This kind of comedy can easily become cringe, but he keeps it controlled enough for it to remain entertaining without crossing that line. The range of emotions that he displays is insane, and the switches from one character to the other is also very noteworthy. Esom also does a really good job. She portrays a solid range of emotions very effectively, and a special mention to Jeon Suk-ho as the brother-in-law. His character, I think, was very well written because he added a lot to the story by balancing emotional support and comic relief. What also really worked for me was the chemistry between the characters. The family dynamics were so warm and wholesome. Everyone is so supportive. It's just really sweet to watch. And this might be another unpopular opinion, but I felt that Nahyun and Irang's relationship was paced very well, and the drama indulged in it just the right amount. Overall, despite dealing with crime, the drama blends comedy well enough to keep it light and prevent it from becoming anxiety inducing. This is a really comfortable watch, but I would not recommend this to someone who is a frequent K drama watcher, but rather someone who has just started watching K dramas, like how I recommend King the Land, where the experience is both smooth and enjoyable. How did you feel about Phantom Lawyer? Let me know in the comments. I will be reviewing Yumi's Cells 3 in my next episode and many more K-dramas in the future, so do make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.